The instructions on a bottle of medicine indicate that the bottle should be stored at a temperature between 5 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius. What range of temperatures does this correspond to on the Fahrenheit scale? Now, to solve this problem, you have to know the relationship between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So Celsius, so if you know what the temperature is in Fahrenheit, to find the temperature in Celsius, you take 5/9 times the temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32. All right, so we want to know what the temperature is going to be in Fahrenheit. We know what the temperature is in Celsius, right? So here's our inequality in Celsius. All right, so we know it has to be between 5 and 30. So between doesn't mean equal to 5, and it doesn't mean equal to 30 degrees, right? It does mean that it has to be greater, so we'll just use, we'll use M for medicine. That medicine has to be greater than 5 degrees Celsius, but less than 30 degrees Celsius. All right? So we know what the inequality is in Celsius, but we don't want the inequality in Celsius. We want to know the inequality in Fahrenheit. Since we know the relationship between Celsius and Fahrenheit, we can just replace that medicine temperature and I should put in Celsius. We can just replace that medicine temperature in Celsius with the relationship between Celsius and Fahrenheit. In other words, if we just replace that with what the temperature would be in Fahrenheit, 5/9 times F minus 32, right? That relationship between Celsius and Fahrenheit, then we can solve this one for F there, because F is going to be the temperature in Fahrenheit. Right, and so if you didn't know what the relationship was, you would be able to solve this. You'd have to find that first. So this is actually going to be an easy problem to solve because we're just going to replace M with 5/9 times F minus 32. That's going to give us, and I'm going to leave off the degrees and the Celsiuses on that. So 5, because we know that our answer is going to be in degrees Fahrenheit. 5 is less than 5/9 times F, which is the temperature in Fahrenheit, minus 32, which is less than 30. All right, so you want to get the F, that's your variable that you're solving for, by itself. You could distribute that 5/9. I think it'd be more useful, though, to get rid of the 5/9. So to get rid of the 5/9, I just need to multiply by the reciprocal. So that means I need to multiply all three terms by 9/5. So we're going to multiply the 5 by 9/5. And we're going to multiply the 5/9 times F minus 32 by 9/5. And we're going to multiply the 30 by 9/5. All right, so that will cancel. So now we have 9 is less than, of course, the 9/5 and 5/9 will cancel. That will give us F minus 32, which is less than. All right, so the 5 and the 30 will cancel. Nice that they had numbers here that were divisible by 5. All right, and so that'll be less than 54. And now to solve this, all we have to do is add 32 to all three sides. All right, so 41 is less than the temperature. And so the temperature in Fahrenheit has to be greater than 41, but less than 86. So then to answer the question, because we want to explain our answer, right? We were asked a question. We shouldn't expect people to interpret our inequality. We should answer the question. What range of temperatures does this correspond to on the Fahrenheit scale? So the medicine there we go, my microphone is caught. The medicine must be kept between 41 degrees Fahrenheit and 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And now we have answered the question that we were asked, right? We set up an inequality, right, because we had a range of temperatures we can keep the medicine at, right? Everything in Celsius, everything between 5 and 30 degrees. Well, if you're not used to working with Celsius, you want to convert that to another scale, perhaps. In this case, we wanted to convert it to Fahrenheit, right? So by replacing the temperature in Celsius with the relationship between Celsius and Fahrenheit, then we can solve for our missing degrees in Fahrenheit. And now we've answered this question. All right? So that's the end of this problem. And now I have a few real-world problems for you to solve. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.